History agrees with me. The Bible agrees with me. The Quran agrees with me. Every single book you can read from history says that females who are promiscuous should either be stoned to death or at least cast out from society. Female promiscuity is a brand new concept. This is brand new amongst society.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that women can sleep with a bunch of dudes and it doesn't matter is a brand new idea. 30, 40 years old, maybe. Even today, nobody respects it, deep down. When a girl shoots a girl she doesn't like, you know the first thing she does? She says she's a... You know why? Because they know deep down that female promiscuity is disgusting, it's revolting. So the whole idea of a female wanting to sleep with more than one man at a time is haram. And they know it inside of their souls, inside of their hearts.
I don't think so.
As yes, they do, as does a man. No. Whereas a man, if he sleeps with a bunch of chicks, doesn't matter, who cares?
So would you be with me if I'd slept with over 50 men?
Oh boy. Okay, let me just catch up right quick here. I've been trying to point this out for a while. I try to do it like unsuccessfully, I think, whenever I'm criticizing Peterson or David Buss or whoever else. But this is a new situation. Okay. The idea that women and men can have sex without the worry of pregnancy as a result of hormonal birth control. And it's not 40 years, Tate. It's more like 60 years since 1965. And you can trace back everything from when we look at like the divorce rate. Like I think I've already shown you these stats and everything else before. But if you look at the divorce rate, if you look at the decline in marriage, if you look at the age of first marriage, all those trace back to one point. And that is about 1965, 67, somewhere out there. And that's when hormonal birth control really started taking off. That was the beginning of the experiment. And here we are in 2022, and we're looking at the products of that experiment. And he is absolutely 100% right. I'm glad he brought it up.
I'm a high value woman, right? You said it yourself.
You like that? Did you catch that? Of course you caught that. It seems like he's like insane, right? Oh, he's laughing and he's like the Joker, right? Now suddenly he's an incel. He's a Joker, right? But he's not. This is calculated is what this is, right? So he's still full of himself and he jumps from the extreme down to like, okay, and I'm going to be real with you, right? And then he comes back down for it, right? This is where he comes down to.
How can you be high value if 50 men have slept with you?
What if I've just been single for a long time?
No, unacceptable. Haram.
Why is it unacceptable?
Haram. A body count is probably the #1 most easiest way to judge the value of a female. I actually think that No. I'm going to say this. I think 99% of the world's problems, and no one's going to understand this, but if you can extrapolate, if you can listen to this statement and extrapolate it out towards society at large, I think 99% of the world's problems would be solved if females walked through life with their body count on their forehead. Because it would prevent all of the disintegration of morals. It would prevent so many things about the world.
But you know what? There's like a lot.
And women would be like, to be with me as a man, I don't want to put another number on my forehead. You have to be a good man. They wouldn't stop fucking these idiots and stop being idiots. And all the idiocy would disappear. All the degeneracy would disappear. Families would return. Virgins meeting their first man, staying with him her whole life and being proud of it. Couldn't we go back to such a beautiful age? All we have to do is start putting numbers on girls' foreheads. We could fix everything.
That attitude is disgusting. It's not about women's body count. That would not like minimize any problems. Men like you are the problem, Andrew. Women.
Okay. Why does she say this? And now we're getting to the nuts and bolts. Okay. So the game side of things, like we can come back to that, right? But now he's declared something that is going to fundamentally grate against her own sort of ego invested beliefs. Okay. She is a strong, independent woman. She's got her own damn show. He's only one dick that's rolled through this show, right? He's just one more dude, but she is never going to forget this dude. And no one else is either. And I don't know what the view count is on this just yet, but I gotta say it's probably pushing 1 million. Maybe it is. I don't know. But I do know that it's been very popular and she's not going to forget this guy for a long time. Why? Because he says things that fundamentally grate on her soul. Right. And I mean that in the truest sense. I don't mean a spiritual sense. I mean that in a sense that like the things that she fundamentally believes in this case, right? She remember, he just brought this point up a second ago. She's a product of that experiment. She's a product of the experiment that is female promiscuity in the wake of hormonal birth control. She's 33 years old. Okay. What does that make her? That means she was born in the 90s, like 90, 89, 90. See, 89, something like that. Okay. That's where she's at. She's got one kid under her belt. She doesn't want to be judged for having 10 partners, 100 partners. Who knows what her notch count is, and who cares really at this point? Because a guy like Andrew Tate is not going to have anything to do with a single mother who's 33 years old. She knows that. He knows that. Okay. You want to talk about playing the game and play with her? That's the playing part that's going on here. Now, but she's not going to let this go because it goes against who she is as a person. So it's not about the belief at this point. It's not about the fact that he goes, you know what? Women with a high body count are disgusting. Like he's now haram. He's now haram, right? He's now the guy that she's against because he has not attacked promiscuity. He has attacked her because she believes in promiscuity. She thinks that that's the way it ought to be. Okay. She's already got a kid by another man. So she's already at a fundamental handicap. Is marriage the goal? Is that the victory? Does that mean like, well, she's got a guy now, right? So therefore she won the game. Haha, sorry, cash out. You're wrong, Rolo, right? Michaela Peterson. I told you I only mentioned her once, right? Yes, I know she's married now. Yes, I also know that the guy is 7 years younger than she is. And yes, she's still Michaela Peterson. We'll wait. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. In fact, I'm enjoying this. I'm absolutely entertained by the whole thing, particularly in light of the fact that she was looking for a babysitter in Miami on Instagram. Like, where is Jordan in all this? Both of them. Where's the husband? Is the husband supposed to be in charge of this thing? Because even if I signed up to be stepdaddy, I would be like, are you out of your mind? We'll see. We'll see. You want to know why Michaela got so upset with me? That's why. Because I told her something that goes fundamentally against her personality. That's an ego investment. Okay. Jordan is on Xanax.